Feel the peace of Christ envelop your heart at this moment. Today, you're about to uncover something few know about, a powerful spiritual practice that Chico Xavier revealed as a secret for those seeking genuine protection. Have you ever wondered why, despite all your faith, you still feel vulnerable to negative energies? There's a forgotten spot, a source of light and power ignored by almost everyone: your navel. Yes, therein lies a profound mystery, a connection many have no idea exists. Chico said that certain prayers, said in secret and with the hand over one's navel, activate an unshakable spiritual defense field. It's not superstition, but a science of the soul, an ancient knowledge that very few have fully understood. But those who dared to practice it felt the silent power of light and the immediate difference in their lives. Today, you'll discover why this gesture works, what it activates in you, and how to apply it in your life, even if no one sees. The secret isn't in the touch, but in the key it turns, unlocking your true inner strength and the shielding you need. If you feel the need to protect yourself, purify your energy field, and solidify your light, write in the comments, "I awaken in silence." Stay until the end, because if you skip any part, you may lose the key to your transformation and miss out on the opportunity to completely change your journey. The root of our spiritual energy and the forgotten portal. Since ancient times, the human body has been revered as a sacred temple of the soul. Every part, every organ, every point has a deep connection with the invisible, and among them all, the navel holds a powerful source of energy, a direct link to the life principle that brought us into the world. It is not just a scar. It is the first portal that connected us to the earth, the sacred channel through which we receive life, nourishment, and energy to become who we are. What few realize is that even after the physical cord is cut, this channel remains spiritually active, pulsating subtle vibrations that connect us to the cosmos. Chico Xavier spoke of this point with profound respect. He knew, as did the ancient spiritual masters, that the navel is a sensitive magnetic center, a true sensor capable of absorbing or repelling invisible forces that surround us. Unfortunately, most people, distracted by routine and superficiality, ignore this truth, but the invisible continues to act upon us. Try touching your navel in silence now. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Feel the pulse. There lies a point of memory, of origin, of connection with something greater. And it is there that resides a knowledge that cannot be taught in books or shouted from pulpits. It can only be transmitted with love and wisdom among those who see with their hearts. The spirits who instructed Chico Xavier explained that dense, low vibrational energies, such as envy, anger, or fear, often settle in the umbilical region. This happens because it functions as a portal of energetic reception, a vortex that, for this reason, needs to be protected with the purity of your faith. Chico taught that before sleeping, if you simply place your right hand on your navel and say a sincere prayer there, you create an invisible shield that protects you from spiritual challenges during the night. The prayer doesn't need to be long or formal. What matters is the presence, the intention, the surrender, and the gesture. The spirit understands the vibration of your soul, not the words, and the navel, as its point of origin, recognizes the language of love. Many mediums report strange sensations in this region, as if something were draining their energy. This is real. Low-level spirits take advantage of the sensitivity of this region to create connections, but this bridge can be cut with prayer, light, and the sacred gesture of protection. A secret that reactivates your inner light and your life purpose. Doing this in secret means not seeking external approval or telling anyone. It's a silent pact, a sacred alliance between you and the higher. The practice is simple, just you, your hand, your navel, and your faith. When you begin, something profoundly changes. The mind slows down, the body aligns, and the soul feels like it's returning home because energetically, the navel is like a silent bell. When touched with devotion, it resonates in higher dimensions, reverberating its light. There's a reason ancient people protected their navels with bandages and stones. They knew a guardian spirit resided there, a guardian of their birth and their life purpose. By activating this force, the dense energy dissolves, as it no longer finds a weak point through which to connect. It's not superstition, but ancestral knowledge forgotten by most. And this forgetfulness is one of the biggest causes of human imbalance. How many times have you felt an inexplicable anguish, a weight, a tightness in your stomach that has no name? Many of these sensations originate in the spiritual realm and manifest in the center of your body. The navel receives them even before your mind understands what's happening. Chico knew that the secret wasn't just spiritual, it was also energetic. The body's electromagnetic field is organized into centers, and the navel is one of them. When you touch this point consciously, you reorganize your energy, restore internal order, and ward off the chaos that tries to bring you down. The key to establishing your peace and personal power. Imagine now, with each silent prayer at your navel, you rekindle a discreet but firm flame within you. This flame spreads, illuminating your field, strengthening your mind, calming your heart, and awakening true peace. The answer to your deepest pains is not outside of you, but in the center of your body, where it all began. The navel is the altar, prayer is the fire, and you are the priest of your own life. Many wondered, but why the navel, Chico? And the answer was simple and powerful, because that's where life began. That's where the bond with the mother was formed. Spiritually, this is the bridge between the material world and the invisible plane, the beginning of your entire journey. When the hand rests silently on the navel, the soul calms, the touch reconnects, prayer penetrates, and the spirit begins to hear what the noise of the world has silenced. It's not magic, it's communion. It's the reunion with a center of power that has always been active, waiting to be awakened. Don't expect grand visions or phenomena. Persist. The invisible is patient, and so is your inner light. Over time, you'll notice that protection begins to occur even before you ask. It's the field responding to your new attitude. There's a universe of light within you, waiting for this sacred touch, not to feed vanity, but to remind you that you are not alone, that you are pure energy, that you are light, and that by protecting your navel, you also protect your story, your path, and your spirit. Protection starts with a simple gesture, one step at a time. The world tries to distance us from ourselves with noise and distractions. But when you place your hand on your navel, everything falls silent. Your soul returns and you feel, even without words, I am here, I am whole, I am protected. This practice is like watering a forgotten plant. At first the soil seems dry, but over time, something sprouts. A subtle warmth, a relief, a sparkle in the eyes. The invisible responds sweetly to those who persist with faith and love. When a gesture is born from the heart, it transcends dimensions and touches the heart of the creative source. Before sleeping, turn everything off. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your navel as if touching a sacred relic and say, I am here, Lord. Protect my soul. Light my path. Feel truly. Children do this instinctively, touching their bellies when they feel fear, for their protection is an inheritance of the soul. The fear that invades us is often not our own, but that of others who cross our paths. Touching the navel with faith is a warning to the invisible. Not here, here is the light. The body feels, the spirit responds, and its vibration reorganizes. You may not realize it, but you'll start sleeping better, dreaming differently, and waking up feeling lighter and more refreshed. The energy around you changes because you've reactivated the dormant guardian in the center of your body. Some may laugh, but how many of those who scoff sleep peacefully? The simplicity of this gesture is its greatest strength. What seems too simple for the ego is too profound for the soul. Your inner temple, unbreakable and full of light. When a dense spirit tries to approach, it looks for openings, disorganized emotions, negative thoughts, unprotected energy. The navel, if forgotten, becomes a gateway. But if protected with faith, it becomes a wall of light that negative energy cannot penetrate. An unbalanced spirit does not remain where there is order, silence, and discipline, and the hand on the navel is like a "this is sacred." Think of your navel as a key and prayer as the hand that turns it. What opens isn't a physical door, but an energetic portal. As you pass through it, fear gives way to confidence, and pain transforms into inner strength. You can practice in the silence of your room, in the car before leaving, or in the bathroom at work. You are the altar. The intention is the incense, the truth is the candle, and your navel is the portal. No approval is needed. This practice is a secret between you and the higher. You're not weak, you are just disconnected from your center. With each prayer over your navel, you reconnect to the source. This source never runs dry, for it comes from unconditional love. Keep going, even when you're in doubt. Faith is like planting. You sow in the dark, and one day without warning the garden blooms and everything changes. The navel is not just a memory of the body, it is the memory of the soul. A new power dwells within you, the rebirth of yourself. The world tries to distance us from ourselves. We bury the pain in distractions, but at night it all returns. The mind screams, the heart aches, and the spirit cries out for a return. And that return begins there, with your hand on your navel. Touching your navel is a living symbol, a bridge between the visible and the invisible. You may be surrounded by problems, but if you begin this practice, you will notice that something changes. It's not that everything is resolved, but you change. And whoever changes inside changes everything outside. Chico said that the forces of good act in silence. Don't wait for applause or signs, just keep going. Every prayer is a brick in the construction of your peace. Every gesture, a lamp. Every silence, a candle lit in the invisible. Touching your navel with faith is a warning. Here is the light. It's like the spirit telling the body, "Thank you for sheltering me." Spirituality doesn't require noise but truth, and your truth began to move here, in the center of your body. A new altar was lit. Where life begins, now also begins your true protection. If this message touched your spirit, share it with someone who needs to rediscover their center. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Write in the comments, "My light is silence and truth." And remember, protection begins when you decide to remember who you are.